Today we're going to be talking about makeup. So I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I've had a really busy week in work. My job is going great, by the way. I've gone from the worst job in my life to the best job in my life. So things are going really well, but I hadn't actually thought of anything to film until like an hour ago when I had a bit of a freak out and realised it was Monday and I hadn't actually filmed of anything or thought of anything to do. So what I'm going to be doing is, as you guys can see the title somewhere, the 40 beauty questions tag. And the first section on my phone here is skincare. I'm sorry if I keep looking away from the camera, but I've got the list of questions on here. So yes, on to skincare. The first question is, how many times do you wash your skin a day? So I only wash my skin in the evening just because it feels normal and I like a bit of extra time in bed. So washing my face in the morning is just one of those like extra things that I feel like I don't really need to do. Next is number 2. What skin... I can't use words. I can... You can tell I've been working loads. What skin type do you have? So my skin type is quite dry, but I do get an oily T-zone, which is really annoying having combination skin. But yeah, just got to deal with it. What is your current facial wash? At the moment I'm still using that Neutrogena pink grapefruit wash. I know it's not cruelty free, but I just want to use it up before I do switch to something that is. And I'm thinking about using the Army. I want to call it Army because I don't think it's pronounced Amy. Their facial cleansers, because I use the moisturiser and I've also used the polishing scrub in the past, and they're really good. They're affordable and they just make my skin feel good, so I will probably be moving on to those very soon. And the next question is, do you exfoliate? I don't at the moment just because my skin's being... Well, it looks good at the moment just because of the lighting, but my skin is really crappy at the moment. It just feels dry. It could be from working in the kitchen at the moment where it's like really hot. So I don't at the moment just because if I put anything like that on my skin it would probably like all fall off and be all gross. But I have used the Army, what was it called? Exfoliating something? Exfoliating polish, I think it was, and it smells really good. It's got like banana leaf extract and all sorts of like nice tropical things that make your skin smell good, and yeah, just made my skin look good too. Number 6, what moisturiser do you use? So I use the Army Morning Dew moisturiser, which is really good if you wear a lot of makeup because it's mattifying. So you can go ahead and put your makeup on the top and it doesn't feel like it's gonna like slide off your face or anything. So you can use it as like a base for your makeup. I use my moisturiser in the morning and at night if I remember, but I'm not very good at remembering to do it in the morning. Next question. Do you have freckles? I do. You can't see them all that often. I do get really bad freckles in the summer if I'm in the sun too long. I try and stay out of the sun as much as I can just because I burn really easily. But yeah, I get freckles like all under my cheeks and I do get some like up here as well. Number 8. Do you use eye cream? I don't, but I probably should because I've had crow's feet since I was like 10, 11 because I used to laugh a lot. I still do laugh a lot, but when I was a kid I used to find everything funny. So yeah, I have wrinkles from laughing all the time. I don't know, I'm a bit skeptical about the whole skin cream thing. Like, it just seems like they make up these bullshit words to make it sound like exciting and something new, and I don't know. I've never seen like any magical eye cream or any reviews where people like rave about this stuff. My mum is completely obsessed with eye cream. She's got this box in her bathroom that is full of really expensive eye creams that she finds on eBay for like really cheap, and she's like totally obsessed with them, so I probably should give it a try. But then again, are there eye creams that aren't tested on animals that actually work? I don't know. Number 9, do you or did you have acne prone skin? When I was a teenager, I was actually really lucky. I didn't get many spots at all. Actually, as I hit my 20s, I got worse spots than when I was a teenager. I think that was because of my vegetarianism. Sometimes when you become vegetarian, you can get acne prone skin. I think that's what happened to me. But the problem that I have is once I get spots, they don't go away, and I end up with really bad scarring, which doesn't help because I'm pale, so it's really visible. So I do have like, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I've got some here and here at the moment, and it's just scarring and it will not go away. I've got another one up here which has been bothering me for like 2 weeks now. So yeah, I was quite lucky with that. Number 10, did you ever or have you ever, that question doesn't make sense. Basically, did you ever use Proactiv? I've heard of it. I think I saw like an infomercial at 2 o'clock in the morning and Katy Perry was talking about it, and it just did not appeal to me at all, mostly because I don't really get that many spots. But yeah, it just seemed really expensive and it seemed like complete bullshit that she was talking, so no, I haven't. Yeah, now we get on to the good stuff. Makeup. Number 11, what foundation do you use? So I don't actually use foundation, I use BB cream. It's a Korean BB cream, which I think they do test on animals. I'm trying to find something that works with my skin at the moment. And it's called Holika Holika Soft Cotton or Cotton something. But it smells like blueberries and like cotton candy. It really smells really good. And it's got really good coverage for a BB cream, and it matches my skin tone, which is amazing. The thing that I'm struggling with at the moment, because I've almost run out and I don't want to repurchase it because I'm pretty sure they do test on animals. In Britain, why is it so hard to find cruelty-free foundation for pale people? Like, it's impossible. I've been to the drugstores, I have been to like big shops that sell makeup, and I just can't find anything. I've looked online and there's a couple of companies I can find that do pale foundation. Illamasqua is one of them, but it's like £32, which is a little bit steep. I'd rather something a little bit cheaper than that. Too Faced was another one. They're Born This Way foundations, which actually have samples from when I ordered stuff from Sephora. And the lightest one they had at the time was way too dark for me. They have since released some lighter shades, but only in America. So I can only order it if I go on their website, which I did have a quick check to find out how much it would be with all the shipping, and it was £50, which is ridiculous. So if any of you guys know of cruelty-free foundation that is pale, then please let me know, because that would be amazing, because it's driving me insane. Next question, what about concealer? Again, concealer is this thing that I just don't get on with it. Whenever I find one that's pale enough for my skin, I find that it's really thin and it doesn't really do its job. So at the moment I'm using a NYX concealer. I can't remember exactly the one, but it's just thin and it doesn't do anything. I have got an old concealer somewhere around here. It's a Daniel Sandler one, and it was a foundation that came with concealer, and I bought the lighter shade and it's like orange. So the concealer is actually really good at covering things up, but then I need to pack on loads of like light powder to actually cover the fact that it gives me like big marks underneath my eyes. So yeah, if you guys know of pale concealers, please let me know. 13, do you know your undertone colour? I'm pretty sure I do. I'm neutral to slightly yellow tone, which is why Korean face products work really well for me, because, you know, they've got slightly yellow skin but they're also very pale. I think that's possibly the problem that I'm having finding things that suit my skin in this country, is a lot of people are either cool toned or a lot of British people like to tan, which, you know, anything that's got tan is going to make me look stupid. Number 14, what do you think of fake eyelashes? I love them so much. I wish I had the money to wear fake eyelashes every day, but I just don't. So I tend to keep them for like special occasions. I just love the way that they make your makeup look way more dramatic. They make your eyes look bigger and you can get them in like crazy colours. I still remember the first time I ever wore fake eyelashes, and like I don't know what I was thinking. I went to a local festival down here, which doesn't exist anymore, and I had these bright rainbow coloured eyelashes on, and they were hideous. They made me look like a clown. They were really bad, and the glue, I still remember the pain. I probably put them on wrong, but the glue was just like, there was so much like solvent in it that my eyes just burnt. So I love fake eyelashes, but there are also some really ugly ones out there, so learn, children, learn. Did you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? Yes, I did, but let's get real. Does anybody actually throw away their mascara after 3 months? Does anyone write down the date that they bought their mascara and then go, oh, 3 months are up, let's bin it? Because I don't, especially like if it's an expensive mascara, you're gonna want to get through it. Unless it's gone clumpy and goopy, then fair enough, throw it out. But yeah, yes, I did know that. Number 16, what brand of mascara do you use? I've still got a box full of mascara from Glossybox. For some reason they used to put tons of mascara in, and I wear mascara every single day, but when they're putting that many in, you just can't get through them all. So I've got a couple of old Glossybox ones, but my favourite mascara is still the NARS Audacious one. A lot of people don't like it, I don't care, I think it's great. 17, Sephora or MAC? So MAC tests on animals, so not MAC. I used to buy my gel eyeliner in MAC. That's the only product I used that I really liked. I just didn't understand the hype about like the lipsticks and the eyeshadows. I didn't think the eyeshadows were that good from what I tried. And the lipsticks, like, some of them looked nice, but I just think a lot of their products were really overpriced, and the experiences that I had in MAC stores with it. The people working there just weren't interested in helping you. Every time I went into the Cardiff store, they were like really rude and they just wouldn't help, or they would be really slow about helping me, which is annoying, you know, when you've got like 5 minutes to go in and out and I was the only person in there and they'd still be really slow about doing things. So I actually used to buy my eyeliner in the Debenhams downstairs, where there was like always a really nice guy working in there and he was always super duper helpful. And yeah, I used to get my eyeliner from there because I'd rather he had the commission, because he's actually a nice fucking person and he helped me. So I would have to say Sephora. Never been into a Sephora store because we don't have one in the UK, but I have ordered Kat Von D products from Sephora, which I love. I don't know if they stock a lot of other cruelty-free brands in there. I don't think they've got many, but yeah, Sephora all the way. Do you have a MAC Pro card? No. Not a makeup artist for a start, and MAC, no. What makeup tools do you use in makeup application? Well, I've got loads of brushes. I've got like a pot behind me with some in. I've got some more over there. So I've got a real mixed bag of what I use. Mostly I use Zoeva brushes, Neve or Nev Cosmetics, which is an Italian brand. They do really good brushes. I've got some Sugarpill brushes. I've got one MAC brush, which I use to do my eyeliner. And yeah, I think there's just like random other ones, like I think I've got some Bare Mineral ones in there as well. Do you use makeup base / primer for the eyes? I don't all the time, but I do sometimes, yes. I've got a Soap and Glory one, which I'm pretty sure is cruelty-free. I bought it a long time ago, but I think they are cruelty-free. And that's really, really good because it's a light colour, but it also has like really, really fine glitter in it, so it brightens up your eye area really, really well. And it also works well underneath dark colours. Sometimes primers can be a little bit washy underneath dark shades, but that one's really good. For the face, so do I use primer for the face? I don't anymore. I have used Korean primer in the past. I think it was a Holika one, and I want to say it was called like Witch's Veil. I know it was something to do with witches, and that was really good. I think it's the... No, I've used a couple of primers before, but that was definitely the better of the two that I used. I haven't tried any UK primers or any cruelty-free primers, but yeah, I enjoyed it, so I would definitely look for some more. Number 22, what is your favourite eyeshadow colour or shade? Oh, that's difficult. I would have to say my favourite colour is black because obviously I wear a lot of black eyeshadow, but if I only had to choose like, if I had to choose one colour that I could wear for the rest of my life, it would probably be this one, which is Sugarpill's Poison Plum, just because the pigmentation is amazing and the colour works with so many other colours. It's blendable and it's beautiful. So if I had to choose one, I would choose this. But as a general rule, most generic black eyeshadows are pretty good. So yeah. Next question, where are you? Do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? I actually use both, but I'm more likely to use gel eyeliner. I'm still using up the last of my MAC eyeliner. That stuff seriously lasts such a long time. The last one that I bought, I'm pretty sure I bought it last Christmas, so not the Christmas that's just gone, the Christmas before that, and I wear it every single day and I'm only just running out of it now. So yeah, I definitely prefer gel liner. I do use pencil liner. Today I've got on pencil liner and I've got on a gel. How often do you poke your eyes with an eyeliner pencil? Never. I had pretty good practice when I was a teenager because I used to put my makeup on the way to school, and the buses were driven by crazy people. Plus we live in the countryside, so there's like loads of potholes and corners, so I got really good at putting on my eyeliner while like being bounced around without poking myself in the eye. Number 25. What do you think of pigment eyeshadows? I really like them. By pigment, does it mean like mineral eyeshadows? I think that's what it means. I'm sure this is an American question here. But yeah, I really like them. I like to mix them with water or like a gel primer to make liquid eyeliner because some of them look so amazing as liquid eyeliner. I've actually got a like pigmented eyeshadow on today. The blue on the inner corner is a Sugarpill one. I think it's called Raven. And yeah, they just look so much more amazing if you just wet the brush a little bit beforehand and apply them. It looks so good. I use them a lot around Halloween time as well when I do like really bold looks or just like full face makeup. I tend to mix mineral eyeshadows with a bit of water, and it just makes really good face paint. It's a bit difficult to get off at the end of the day, but I get on with it better than actual face paints. Next question, do you use mineral makeup? I've used mineral eyeshadows, but I've never used like mineral face powders, I don't think. I'm sure I had a mineral I'm sure I had a mineral blush at one point. I think it was in the Glossy box, but no, I haven't really experimented too much with loads of mineral makeup, but yeah, I'd give it a try. Number 27, what is your favourite lipstick? As a general rule, anything that is a liquid lipstick that dries matte, I will be all over, but my personal favourite is Witches by Kat Von D, which you guys have seen me wearing a lot, and I also did the one product makeup challenge with Witches as well. What about lip gloss? I never ever wear lip gloss. I find it really sticky and annoying, and I don't really like the way it looks that much. Even the coloured ones, I just don't like how shiny they look. I do wear lip balm, the one that I've got on today, not that you can really tell, but it's a Crazy Rumours lip balm, and I love them. They're cruelty free and they make so many different flavours. The one that I've got on now is red hibiscus, but they do like ice cream flavours, coffee, creme brulee, they do like gingerbread, just so many different flavours, so I really like those. 29. What is your favourite blush to use? I don't wear blush all that often. I do wear it sometimes in the summer just because my skin gets a little bit darker and I feel like it suits me a little bit better. The only blush that I really have is a Makeup Revolution one, and it's that knockoff of the Too Faced heart-shaped one. But the pigmentation is really good. It's got like a highlighter in it as well, and I love the highlighter, it's so beautiful. So yeah, that's what I would use. Number 30, do you buy your makeup on eBay? I used to buy a lot of makeup on eBay. When I went through like my Korean makeup phase, I was always buying Korean makeup on eBay, just because like that's the only place you can get it. There's a couple of other websites where you can get it, but they really hike up the prices, so I used to. A lot of the makeup I use now are by like smaller independent companies or American companies, where I find the shipping charges for American makeup on eBay are just, that's way too much. So I tend not to anymore. Also like Kat Von D stuff on eBay, there's a lot of fakes flying around, and again that postage thing, it's just too expensive. So not anymore. 31, do you like drugstore makeup? That's a difficult question. I really hated drugstore makeup for a long time just because they never had anything that I really liked. They didn't stock foundation in pale shades, they didn't have like highly pigmented makeup, and like 99% of the stuff they sold was tested on animals. Superdrug, my local Superdrug, they started stocking some better things. I know some Superdrugs stock Makeup Revolution, who I really like, but I don't think my local one does yet. But they do stock Barry M, and I've always really liked Barry M just because they're cruelty free, they've got really pigmented eyeshadows, but my local Boots is still really shit. There's hardly anything I can actually buy in there because everything is tested on animals, and even if it wasn't, there's not that much in there that appeals to me. So Superdrug, yes. Boots, no. Do you go to CCOs, cosmetic company outlets? I have been to one before, but my nearest one is in an outlet shopping centre, which is pretty much like 100 miles away from where I live. And I went in, and the only thing they really had in there that I was interested in was perfume. Most of the stuff in there was tested on animals, or it just looked like really cheap and I didn't really want to buy it. So I guess, would you consider TK Maxx a cosmetic company outlet? They do sell discounted cosmetics. I know that's not solely what they sell, but I do buy a lot of makeup in TK Maxx, especially Butter London nail polishes and Illamasqua, because they've pretty much always got Illamasqua, so I get a lot of stuff from there. 34, are you clumsy in putting on makeup? Not really. I feel like I've been doing it for such a long time now that I could probably, well, I was going to say do it with my eyes closed, but I did that whole no mirror makeup challenge and I did pretty good. So no, I'm not particularly clumsy at putting on makeup, which is amazing because in everyday life I am the clumsiest person you'll ever meet. Sometimes I do have like an eyeliner mishap in the morning, but it's usually when I'm getting up for work and it's like 6:30 in the morning, I can barely open my eyes. So number 34, name a makeup crime that you hate. I've seen some pretty bad eyebrows in my time. When I used to work in a supermarket, there was this one girl that used to come in, and I kid you not, it looked like she had taken not even a Sharpie, like one of those really thick board markers that they use in school, and she'd just drawn 2 diagonal lines, and she looked really angry. So that's got to be one thing, is when people I know my eyebrows are a bit, you know, but they were really bad. The other thing, oh, clumpy lashes. I hate clumpy eyelashes. Like, get a good mascara, don't put too many layers on. There was a certain girl who used to come into the shop, and I'm pretty sure she would wear like fake eyelashes. She must have used like a crappy glue because they looked clumpy and like gloopy and gross, and then put mascara over the top of it. And she probably wore the same eyelashes every day for like months and months because they always looked the same, when they always looked really gross, and I always wanted to like peel them off and be like, eeh, eeh. So yeah, that's one thing that I really, really hate. Number 35, do you like colourful shades of makeup, lipstick, eyeshadow, or neutral ones? Obviously I'm more likely to go for a bold look when I have a day off, but since buying, Since buying the Lunatic Cosmetics, this is the Supernatural palette, which I've showed you guys before, it's really gotten me into wearing neutrals when I go to work. Ordinarily I just would have done something like this, but toned it down so it's not like so impactful. But yeah, since I bought this, I've been a little bit more into my neutrals, but again, if I had to choose between the two, I would always go for like bold, colourful, or dark makeup, not neutral. I've just skipped all the way to the top of the page. Oh, I skipped a question as well. Did you ever consider taking makeup classes? When I was younger, I wasn't really that into makeup. It was only when I sort of hit like 18, I got really into wearing makeup every day. And one thing that really did make me want to start taking makeup classes is I've always really been into doing like Halloween makeup. So I wanted to do like a special effects class or something to do with like theatrical makeup, and I have actually looked into it, and the nearest place to me where I can go and do it is Newport, which is well over 100 miles away from where I live. So it's just kind of awkward. There are some small makeup courses down here, but I feel like they would just teach me the boring shit like wedding makeup and stuff that realistically I could already do and have done on other people. So yeah, if I was to do something like that, I'd want to do something really over the top. 36, which celebrity always has great makeup? I'm not really into like following celebrities on Instagram and stuff like that. I know a lot of people like completely rave about Kylie Jenner, but I don't know. I don't like the whole like Kardashian makeup thing. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Celebrities that I admire, Dita Von Teese always has the most perfect lips and the most perfect face, so I would choose her just because, just perfection all the time. Kat Von D, she always does some pretty unusual things that I like. Who else? I can't think of any other celebrities. I used to really like watching RuPaul's Drag Race and like America's Next Top Model, because I'd like seeing the challenges where they'd have to do like avant-garde, really over the top things. I used to love that, and I've recently started watching Face Off, and I love the stuff that they do on there. So anything that's really, really over the top, that looks like crazy ass Halloween monster movie makeup, that I'm more into that rather than stuff that you could wear every day. 37, if you could leave the house using just one makeup item, what would you choose? Ordinarily I would jump straight to eyeliner. I actually told my friend once that I would rather go outside naked than go outside without eyeliner, and I actually did. We had been drinking and it was late at night, but yes, I did. I proved that I was telling the truth. That's difficult. No, I've been shaving my eyebrows off for a while now, and when I wipe my face there's like a tiny little stump, so I would have to choose something to sort my eyebrows out. But then if you could only choose one item, could you take a brush? Because I couldn't do my eyebrows without a brush. So that's difficult. I think I would probably choose my palette, just because it's got the colours into my eyebrows, and then to put on some neutral makeup so I wouldn't look all like pasty and washed out. Yeah, I would choose that. 39, do you think you look good even without makeup on? I like the way that I look without my makeup on. Obviously with the eyebrow situation it looks weird, but my eyebrows look better when I've actually put them on than they did before when I let them grow naturally. So I like the way that I look without makeup, but at the same time I don't look like me without makeup. It's like looking at someone else in the mirror. Like, I like that person, but I wouldn't want to be that person every day because I wouldn't feel like myself. 38, could you ever leave the house without any makeup on? It's really sad, but no. I don't remember the last time I ever went outside with no makeup on at all. Even when I'm ill, if I'm like really ill, I'll still put eyeliner on or something unless I'm pretty much dying. In fact, that was the last time that I didn't wear makeup. I ended up, it was basically when like swine flu and stuff was going around in the UK and a lot of people got really ill, some people died from it. I got really sick. I had flu and I also had like a virus as well as the flu. So it got to the point where like I couldn't walk, I couldn't dress myself, I couldn't make food, I couldn't go to the toilet, and I couldn't keep food down. So it was super embarrassing, but my mum had to come and get me from my house because Mikey had gone to work and I couldn't look after myself. So she had to carry me like down 3 flights of stairs and take me to the car and look after me. So that was really embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure that was the last time that I left the house without wearing makeup. And that's got to be like 4 years ago, which that's really bad to admit, but no, I don't think I would go outside wearing makeup because I'd feel like a stranger. Plus no one would recognise me. And the last question now, number 40. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? That's such a difficult question if you can only choose one. Like, I really like Kat Von D for her lip products, but I really like Sugarpill for their eye products. But I mean, if I had to choose just one makeup line that does like face, lips, eyes, eyebrows, everything, I'd probably choose Makeup Revolution because they're always bringing out new things. Every single thing I've tried has been amazing. Even the super cheap stuff is amazing. They have really good palettes for decent prices. They've always got offers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I would choose Makeup Revolution. Okay, so the last question, which I think has been more than 40 questions now, is what do you think of makeup? It's a really big part of my life. I wear makeup every day and it inspires me in so many ways. I went to IMATS last year with my sister. I did make a video, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but yeah, I was so inspired by the different things that I saw there, especially the special effects stuff, because it's crazy, especially how a lot of those things are made just in the space of time that IMATS is on. So in like, say, 6-7 hours, they can completely change the way a person looks. So I find it really inspiring. It's a really good creative outlet for me. I do my makeup every day first thing in the morning. I like to try new things. I like to change the way that I look, just depending on the way that I feel. And different emotions, depending on how I feel in a day, can translate on my face. What else do I want to say about it? Oh, it's a good conversation starter as well. I do find a lot of people ask me about my makeup because I am aware that I do wear more makeup than most people do, especially like in Pembrokeshire, because people are like a little bit more natural down here because we're out in the countryside. Some people don't wear makeup at all. So I do get asked a lot of questions about why do you wear makeup and who does your makeup, how did you do that makeup, stuff like that. And it's good for me because I always find it quite difficult talking to women. I've always been a bit of a tomboy as a child, so all of my friends have been boys. I've lived with boys and I don't know, I'm not particularly girly. Like, I like wrestling, I like horror films. Yeah, I don't like that many girly things, so when I can talk to other girls about makeup, it's really easy to just get on with people. So I love it for a lot of different reasons, but that's one that really helps me out. And to finish up, I just want to ask you guys, do you wear makeup first of all, and why? Because it's a really good question. People wear it for a lot of different reasons, and I would like to know why you guys personally wear makeup and what you think about it. Thank you for watching, and next week I will be much more prepared for a different video. I'll see you guys soon. Bye! On my eyes, you can't see because I've got loads of makeup on today, but yeah, I've had really bad wrinkles because I laugh all the time, and Mikey, I can see you on my camera, can you please go away? Get out! You told me you didn't want to film a video with me, and in you come. Shoo.
I'm going.